Hey guys, so Lord here, back again with another review, and today we'll be taking a look at the Four Horsemen Studios Mythic Legions All-Stars 4.0 Vitus, or Vitus, or something. Somebody tell me how to pronounce this so I don't screw it up in the future. But this guy is part of the army of Leodicius, led by Attila Leonisier. But I feel like this guy's gonna hang out with Atlas at some point, right? Let's be real here. You may be familiar with his brother Pixis, who was actually a skeleton, previously a member of the Congregation Necronominus, now a member of the Sons of the Red Star, hangs out with Scapular now. You know, if you have him, that is. I'm gonna be salty about that one because I want that figure so bad. But I digress. Pixis and this guy use a lot of the same parts because they are twin brothers, Pixis and Vitus. They both have I-U-S in their name. So there you go. But either way, this guy's cool. A lot of people really wanted this figure. I would like to make this guy into a skeleton, but I don't have the parts to do that right now. So we'll just have to settle for this, I guess. But with that being said, all of his accessories are on his person, so we're just going to get right into it here. He comes with his... He holds this really well. Holy crap. He comes with a spear, which again, he holds really well. You can see that there. It's just a regular spear, nothing crazy. And he also has the short sword, which I prefer the longer one with the gnarlier looking hilt on it myself, but this is cool. It seems longer for some reason. I know it probably isn't, but it seems longer. That's what she said. Then he also has the Leodicius shield here. I can pop it out. There's a little handy hand there. And as you can see, it is a red shield with the Leodicius emblem on the front there. It's got a handle on the back. I already went over that in the scaphoid video. I'm not going to toot my own horn more than once. But you're welcome. Either way, he also has the belt piece, which I'm going to leave on him for time's sake. But this guy is fairly basic. He is, from that first wave, way back in 2015, I want to say. And he is one of the more sought-after characters from that first wave, along with a certain black skin-colored character. What's his name? I don't know. Everyone talks about him. Oh, Otho. Yeah, that guy. That was sarcasm, by the way. I know who Otho is. Everyone wants Otho, including me. So hopefully they get around to him at some point. I think they're going to do what they did with Attila, give him his own armor and stuff. That'd be really cool. I'd like to see him do that with Scapular, because I really want him. But either way, Vitus or Vitus, I'm going to call him Vitus here, is really cool. Pretty basic, but still really cool. He's a gladiator. Who doesn't like a good gladiator? Very Mercurian as far as the helmet goes. I will say the mohawks on these feel a lot softer than when I got my first Mythic Legions ever, which was Romulus. His felt a lot... Is it less gummy? Is that the word I'm looking for? Drawing a blank, but either way, articulation on this guy. His head can look up and down. Can tilt side to side. You can look side to side because his neck rotates too. His shoulders go forward and back, out, back in. Single joint at the elbow with rotation. Swivel at the gauntlet. Hinge at the wrist with swivel. He's got the ball jointed waist going on here. That works pretty good. His hips kick forward and back, out, back down, thigh cut, single joint at the knee, rotation at the knee, as well as a hinge in the foot with a swivel at the top and rock around the bottom. Bada bing, bada boom, that's Vitus, or Vitus in a nutshell. It does have this little loop on his belt here, which you can fit the sword into if you are very careful. I honestly would not advise you even do this because this little loop here is kind of small. But yeah, as you can see, you can try and get it in there. It's very difficult. I wouldn't really advise it. You don't want to pop that off. I would save this mostly for a kniff or something. That would work a little better. Being watched. I think my dad, Mr. Brian, just dropped off the lingerie. But yeah, I would just use the belt for this. I wouldn't be putting it in there if I was you. If I was you, I wouldn't be doing that crap. I'd just put a knife in there or something. They're a lot smaller. They won't stick out as much. That's what she said. But yeah. Still a cool figure, though. Very basic. I wish he had a knife, actually. If I had one gripe, I wish he had a knife to put in that belt, but whatever. I got one and gave it to Pixis. I'm sure I can find one for this guy and give it to him. Might have to swipe it from Snag. How ironic, right? But with that being said, let's take a look. Some comparisons. First up here is Vitus. Next to a couple other Mythic Legions figures, we have the Skeleton Soldier from Advent of Decay and the Skeleton Legion Builder. This is the All-Star version, but he was part of that first initial Kickstarter. And if you haven't guessed it by now, these are going to be the two regulars for this week's Mythic Legions videos. Just throwing it out there now. It's day 2 of this insanity, so I figured let's get that out of the way. But getting him out of the way, speaking of which, here is... Where is he? There he is. Here is... freaking spears, man. There. Here is Pixis. As I bash my review set around and everything, trying to get him in here. Here is Vitus next to his twin brother Pixis, who is also part of that All-Star wave with the Skeleton Legion Builder. And as you can see, they are the same height, because they are twinsies. But no, you can actually take the arms and the legs from this guy and put them on this guy, making a live version of Pixis. Oh, the neck too, because you got the spinal cord up in there. If you wanted to, that is. I like him better as a skeleton, and I would like a Vitus as a skeleton if that's something they're going to explore in the story with this line. That'd be kind of cool, but there is that. Up next, here he is next to the other figures I've already taken a look at from this recently shipped / released All-Stars wave. We have Tibius and Scaphoid, because you can't have too many skeletons, right? Next up, here he is next to the Hasbro Marvel Legends Ultron from the Ursa Major Build-A-Figure wave and the McFarlane Toys DC Multiverse Dr. Fate, as he appeared in Injustice 2. Once again, Mythic Legions is a 6-inch scale line, but again, I always say you can fudge camera angles if you really want something to work. Put the effort into it. And last but certainly not least, we have our two regulars, Brother Mandibulus from Advent of Decay, of course, and the K11 Spawn, who I don't think is towering over this guy. Look at that. His Warhawk beats him out. Well, with that being said, time to wrap things up. Some final thoughts. Overall, and while I am very happy to be adding this guy to my Mythic Legions collection, as well as putting him alongside Pixis so they can engage in Mortal Kombat, I gotta say this guy is pretty lacking as far as accessories go, but that is to be expected since he was part of that initial Kickstarter wave that helped Mythic Legions get its start way back in, again, was it 2015? I can't remember. But either way, gonna just have to let that one slide, because who knows, maybe this guy will get a variant in the future. Maybe a skeleton variant? I would be totally down for that. Because why not have a figure who's alive and then gets killed in the story and brought back, right? I mean, we don't technically have an alive version of Pixis or Hagnon, who were both alive characters before they were dead ones. I mean, most are, obviously, but that'd be really cool to see like a 2-pack. It's all, these guys were alive, but now they're dead, and now they're skeletons, and they're angry about it. But with that being said, yeah, I would highly recommend you pick this guy up. I think he's one of the more core characters in this line for the story, but has a lot of customizable potential, I think. He's a very customizable figure. He's got a lot of versatile parts that I could see a lot of people using to make other characters. So with that being said, hope you guys enjoyed this review. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And if you are so inclined, please hit that notification bell so you know whenever I upload more reviews like this one, because we've got to show that algorithm who's boss, right? And don't forget to hit me up on Instagram at Overlord Productions, as well as the Mythic Legions Cabal over on Facebook and Instagram. But as always, keep the comments civil, because the world sucks enough as it is. And until next time, I'll catch you guys later.